Hey everybody, welcome to the Fox Den. My name is Keith Darling and I'm here with Darren Conway, who is a Facebook comedian turning into a stand-up comedian, I believe. He's got his first show coming up in September, so he's agreed to come on to the show just to answer a few questions. So yeah, without further ado, welcome Darren.
Thanks man.
So my first question is just how you got started with the videos on Facebook and why, I guess, really, you decided to start videoing yourself doing crazy funny shit.
I think I was just like seeing other people kind of doing it, not from Ireland, like just through Vine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll give that a bash. But like I seen obviously people like doing it as well, like that like weren't really viral. Like, but
yeah. So like from my memory, I remember seeing your first videos around the time like when your man like Kane Toomey and everything was doing his.
Yeah, it would have been.
Do you ever look at his stuff and be like, you're not even funny, man, how are you getting this much of a following?
No, don't be saying that. Don't try to drag shit out of me.
Because that's what I used to think when I was looking at it.
No, he actually messaged me before saying that he liked me stuff like at the time, like, but I was literally like only starting out.
Would you do a video with him?
He wanted to collab with me a long time ago, yeah, and I was like, I had to go down to Cork to it. I was like, never really happened though, but like I would, like if he wanted to do that. Hit me up. I know you probably won't now, but they're kind of up there now, so.
Yeah, I don't know whether he had a fall from grace or not. I haven't really seen much of his videos since. Yeah.
YouTube, I think.
Anybody else that you'd like to collaborate with?
Tony Cantwell.
Oh yeah, you mentioned him in the car on the way down. Yeah, he's very funny.
Owen Colgan. I've done one video with Owen Colgan already, so.
Oh yeah, cool. So next question is, which of your own videos got the most attention when you first started out that kind of made you think, oh, I have a bit of a following here, I can get this going?
It was like a video where it was like how I think girls see me when I'm walking down the street, to how I think girls see me to how girls actually see me or something like that. And I was like, just like music in the background where I'm like kind of like walking, just like giving that like sexy look, even though I'm like far from sexy.
Give your best sexy look to the camera there.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, and then it was like the other one was like, and then it's like, do you want to stay in my house? Like that was like a real old one though. That kind of got like a good.
Has anybody ever got like offended from any of the videos that you made or anything, or like messaged you and was like, oh here man, that's bad out, you shouldn't be talking about that sort of thing?
Yeah, like a lot of people.
Who? Name and shame?
I really don't know their names because I just go straight to block. No, I don't really acknowledge it, but like you get some head cases like. Yeah. Will I go into the story about what happened last week?
Yeah. He had to ask his girlfriend's permission there. Could he talk about this?
She's
story?
over there, by the way.
She'll be on camera shortly. We're going to ask
I don't
her.
really have a girlfriend. I'm just pretending. There's no one actually over there. Yeah, but I was in the living room in town. You know the living room?
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Me and my friend Jamie J. Carr, you know.
Yeah. We'll put a link for his stuff down here.
Yeah. And we're in the living room, and you know that thing you do where you tip someone on the shoulder and look away?
Yeah.
There's not really a problem with that. It's banter, like.
Yeah.
But we didn't know the people, so we were doing that and then looking away. But the people in front were like laughing about it, like, you bastards, like, or whatever. So this fella like messaged me at 4 AM in the morning. I woke up to it and was like, he goes, what's the crack, man? Opening thing. I was like, oh, he seems friendly enough, like.
Yeah. And
he carried on to say, seeing you tipping someone on the back of the shoulder and looking away, that's the worst form of humour I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
And let me tell you one thing. You're nothing but a fat gobshite and social mate, Jamie Carr, so fuck you.
It would have been great if you said his name. You could have got a lot of hate mail.
Yeah, I really can't. We won't even say. I think I remember it, but
yeah, I'd say Amy remembers it. We'll get it out.
Crash and born, bro. Crash and born.
Who is your comedy hero or heroes?
Heroes. I have two. That's kind of Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's great. A lot of people like
a
lot of people have started to talk about Jim Carrey like he's lost his mind a bit. But I actually love his stuff that he's like even coming out with lately.
Seeing sense, to be honest, more than anything.
Yeah, cool. And who else did you say?
Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah, Adam Sandler.
I've just been watching their movies like, since I'm a kid. So
yeah, he's been in about 500 films. Adam Sandler is his worst one that I've probably seen was probably Click. Have you ever seen Click?
That's amazing.
Did you like that film?
Yeah.
It's just a very strange idea, isn't it?
Click is great. Like.
So on the way down here, just before I collected you, you asked me, was there a dress code? for this
Oh, yeah,
interview,
yeah.
which I thought was hilarious. So I tried to wind Darren up by telling him the dress code was fancy dress, but then I told him I was joking straight away after.
You said I'm going to Spider-Man.
Yeah, I told him I was going to be going to Spider-Man, but I felt a bit for him, so I told him I was messing. But if I had been serious, what would you have dressed up as?
That's a tough one. Probably Deadpool.
Deadpool?
It just came as Deadpool.
Yeah. Gustavo, the cameraman, has a tattoo of Deadpool on the back of his calf.
Show that to the camera, man.
We noticed on the way in. Get that on cam, get that on.
That's class.
Yeah, brilliant. So what's your... Ready to go? Yeah. All right. What's your favourite video that you've made? Which was the most fun to make and you thought it was hilarious afterwards?
I never really look at my stuff and find it funny, like, so.
Really?
Yeah, never.
That must be shitty.
Yeah,
so the only ever...
It's like, you go to your job, do you like your job? Like,
Yeah.
That's why I
How do you gauge whether something's just from the reaction from
yeah,
people?
kind of. But obviously I'm going to say, haha, that's a bit funny. If that was someone else, I'd laugh.
Yeah. Tell us about your weird thumb.
Weird what?
Your weird thumb.
Thumb?
Yeah, I've done my research.
How do you know this shit? Yeah. What the fuck?
I'm a professional interviewer.
You are like Piers Morgan. How does he know this shit?
What happens with it?
You have to push that in.
What's wrong? Do I have to touch it?
You have to push it in.
Oh, what's it? Double joint to this?
Yeah, and then this one is like that. She sneezed.
Oh fuck, that is actually weird. I thought you were just sticking your finger up for comedy effect.
Twice.
Just to the camera.
Did you ever see that film Click?
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Teleport.
To teleport.
So I could teleport out of this dump.
And where would you teleport to?
From my house to probably Super Value to get a packet of cigarettes and a Red Bull.
All right. This is your would you rather question. Would you rather eat poo flavoured chocolate or chocolate flavoured poo?
Probably chocolate flavoured poo, because like that's chocolate, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're still eating poo.
But it looks like poo, but it's chocolate. But it could be, like, it is actual poo. Is it human poo or dog poo?
Human poo. My poo.
I'd love to eat your poo if it was made of chocolate. You specimen of a man.
Yeah, all right. Thanks. That's a good answer. There's no real correct answer with that question.
Yeah,
I was always going to be critical of whatever answer you were giving me.
Both is wrong. Shouldn't be doing that. Anyone that eats their own shit, don't do that.
While we're on the subject of shit, tell me about Amy's life hack.
Amy's life?
Amy's Darren's girlfriend.
Right, so
mentioned earlier.
I'm a fan of having a poo. You know, like everyone has poos. Like,
everyone enjoys a good poo.
So, you know when you're in a stranger's house and you're like, I need to have a shit. Like
Gustavo's house.
I had a poo here today, right? And I used the life hack. So, you know when you're in a stranger's house and you're like, oh, I can't go in there and have a poo because they're going to hear the plop. No, and everyone's like waiting for the plop like that, listening. So like, you get the toilet roll and you put it into the toilet before you have the poo.
Yeah.
And then it goes in, but it just goes onto the toilet roll. There's no plop, it doesn't hit the water.
So it's like a silencer.
It's a silent, yeah.
Yeah. Let's move swiftly on to the very positive subject of when you die.
Oh!
So when you die, what do you want your gravestone to read?
And he smokes. Just that. No, that's horrible.
Yeah,
what would be nice? Like,
well, it was more to get like an inspirational answer out of you.
I came, I saw, I conquered. Record sales and sold out concerts.
Did you make that one up yourself? Yeah, I definitely haven't heard that in any famous songs or the charts ever.
That's good, isn't it?
So when you die, if you were a ghost,
who would
you came back, who would you haunt? And why?
I'd probably haunt me ma. If I died before, I'd haunt me ma.
Yeah, just to let her know you were alive or just to piss her off?
Just to piss her off. I'd start knocking pots and pans over.
Yeah, that's a solid answer.
Turn off Love Island when she's trying to watch it.
So now, while we're on the subject of ghosts, I'm moving on to spirit animals. See what I did here?
Yeah.
That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
So, what is your spirit animal and why? Mine is a fox, hence to becoming the fox.
Is a spirit like a dead animal?
No.
Like a spirit of an animal?
No, man. It's like what
No,
you
I'm joking.
perceive your own self as inside if it was an animal.
A camel.
Oh, I'm not even going to ask any questions on that. No, why?
Just because they're cool.
Yeah, anything to do with humps?
Yeah, humps.
Is it because you love your lady lumps?
Yeah.
In the back and in the
Yeah,
front?
I love all them lumps and humps. And my lady lumps. That's why my spirit animal is a camel.
Yeah. So, who is your biggest influence? I know I asked you earlier on who was your comedy hero, but by this, I was more referring just to anybody. It could be a celebrity, a family member, your girlfriend, Amy.
Probably Amy's dog, Frank. Well, it's my dog now, isn't it, as well? He is. 100%, like.
Well, what would happen if you broke up? Who would get Frankie?
I think she'd get to keep him.
Touch wood,
I
it
hope
never
that
happened.
you'd still send me photos of him on his birthday.
Yeah. So Frankie's your biggest influence?
He's a lucky dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you should bring him along to your first stand-up gig. And
No, I don't think he'd like that, wouldn't he? No? He doesn't like
crowds.
He doesn't like anything other than being in his own place.
Yeah. All right. So, any advice for young people starting out? And the reason I was asking you this is because a lot of young people are very apprehensive about starting out first, especially when they do anything where it's going to immediately have a big audience. Now with like social media, once you put something up online, like you're guaranteed at least all your friends are going to see it anyway. And a lot of people put it off because they haven't got like what they would view as like a professional setup.
Yeah.
Like I know you started out just with like your phone in your bedroom or whatever, taking it from different angles. Even some of your latest stuff you still do like that. So what would your advice be to those people that are nervous about starting out in something that is going to have a big view?
I'd say like everyone has to start somewhere, so the best thing to do is just start from the very bottom and just work up. Like,
yeah.
Maybe just like, if depending on what you want to do, but like you can do everything on your phone, like, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So once you have a phone and maybe a laptop and stuff like that, you'd be flying. Like once you know what you're going to be doing, like.
Yeah, and last and final question is what's the end goal for your comedy career? Like, at what point could you actually like look around at your career and say, I'm happy with this legacy. You know, I feel like I've made it now and I've gotten to where I wanted to be when I first started making those videos in my bedroom.
Yeah. I'd say just like once I'm out of the pub.
Yeah.
Because I'm working in the pub and just like making a living out of just doing what I do, like.
Yeah.
I don't know what like the end goal. I think it's just a process, like.
And any particular venues that you'd want to tick off, or you know, like assuming that you reached like superstardom, would you want to do a gig in Crow Park or the Aviva?
You're talking mad
yeah,
shit.
I know. I'm talking superstar.
At a Tree Arena or something like
the
that.
Irish Kevin Hart, you could be.
Kevin Hart. Hey. Yeah, but like,
come out with your knees in your shoes. Just like.
I'd say like, just give us Wembley or something, you know.
Yeah, something small like that.
Yeah,
you know
something.
what I mean?
Start off
something
small,
intimate.
Somewhere in Ireland, the Tree Arena. That is the penultimate though. That'd be whopper.
Good stuff. And before we finish up, any last message for everybody watching? This is your last chance to get a sentence out onto this interview. So,
which camera am I looking at?
Of either one. I'm sure Gustavo is an absolute professional, so he'll.
By the way, the cameraman isn't even here. Be yourself and fly like a bird.
All right, Darren Conway, everybody. Thanks for coming, Darren.
Hey, you're supposed to clap for yourself.
Yeah.
Do people clap for themselves?